feels like it's much easier to handle that immortal situation. So you don't want to give that away to your opponent.
Yeah, so Genji is now taken, and for the reasons that you just pointed out, so pretty much exactly what we were talking about earlier. You want to have, in this case, Genji in the hands of Rosmik again. Now, when we're talking about this is again another map where Samuro was actually banned out by Dignitas. So Dignitas found themselves yesterday in a very similar position.
Yeah.
They played on game number 1, Samuro was chosen, and they realized, okay, this is a threat. Then we had the map choice by Diamond Skin, and they went straight into a Battlefield of Eternity. And on the second ban, Dignitas said, okay, let's ban that out. Let's make sure that we're not going up against that X factor. We are happy to play against you on even footing, and we feel we are the better team here. But that might be something that Team Liquid considers now too. Now, of course, we're still waiting for their picks, but I'm really curious to see if on their ban, on the second ban that comes in after that, they get rid of Samuro, or if they are okay if Diamond Skin picks it, if Diamond Skin even considers doing that.
So wondering what warrior we're going to get here for Team Liquid, and the answer is going to be the Garrosh. And do we get the Sukov? We haven't seen much Sukov today. It's going to be a Maiev once again.
I mean, as we said before, Team Liquid is the team that plays the most Maiev by far currently. And they now played 5 games with Maiev, 3-2 track record for them. So this is now the 6th time that they are playing the hero.
What I really liked about in the first or the last match there is how they used the Maiev around their support. The support got dived consistently, and they would drop a bunker and then drop a Warden's Cage on top of it, making it impossible to take out the support. So I like how Teamwork basically used it.
Our chat has apparently a bit of an affinity for Diamond Skin. 67% think that Diamond Skin is going to take it. Granted, their best map, for sure. This is the one where they defeated Dignitas. And there's Liquid now.
Climbing up.
Not too worried about the X Factor that is Samuro. It seems they're more worried about Abathur together with Genji. And it's very understandable considering how much pressure Rosmik could put onto that backline together with the Abathur head.
Makes us so happy to see our lower standings in the who will win percentages jumping up week after week. Like, people are seeing their progress, right?
Yeah.
And like, granted, Twitch chat isn't the be-all, end-all for all information and where you find information about the game.
Stop
but it's cool to
me.
see them starting to believe in. I know. It's cool to see them actually starting to believe in them a little bit. And as I say that, Team Liquid jumps up to 50%. But Diamond Skin moves into ETC and Sonya. ETC was their main tank yesterday on this battleground in that win they had against Dignitas.
I'm still wrapping my head around what you just said. You're shattering my worldview here.
Is that where you get all your drafting tips?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I do my research.
We should pick a Lily here. You know what? They're right. Twitch chat is right.
Lily would be amazing now. Sonya and ETC being picked up. Okay, so ETC power slide into the Malfurion route again. It's a bit of a different setup, but also Sonya now in the hands of Diamond Skin takes it also away from Liquid, and we have our Thrall back. So Eternal now on Thrall. Thrall really this weekend making a lot of plays. I mean, again, he came into this weekend with 0-5, not a single victory. Now Thrall still struggling a bit when it comes to results, but he has gained a lot of popularity, and he has really also begun to pick up a couple of victories for himself. In the previous series, for example, we saw him played, and he actually picked up 2 wins. So he is at 4-8, if I'm not mistaken yet, so definitely climbing his way up there.
I'm so happy for Thrall, man. Thrall, I think, is like my first meta pick that also became meta that I just enjoyed too. Like, it's actually like, oh, I can see why pros are picking this hero. I love him, dude. He's like a range Ragnaros to a degree in how you play him. I love it.
Huh?
Exactly.
You have to explain that one.
Well, how you play Ragnaros is like you're poking from afar, you're waiting for that big Q to drop in there, but for Thrall, you have the Chain Lightning, so you're able to poke and do the same positioning and decide when is the important time to move in for that big power swipe where you're trying to like land that combo and try to kill somebody. And I feel like it's pretty similar.
And Sundering is basically just a quicker lava wave. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, I can see that. Thank you, Caldor. You tried.
Yeah, I tried hard. I worked on that.
In terms
for
of
a
positioning, Rag and Thrall are similar, but they do different things in a team fight. I just like how Thrall transitions from the Rag play. I just like him, dude.
Yeah,
80% win rate in Hero League. You know, let's throw stats around.
It's fine.
All right, great.
I'm not judging.
I'm glad you're happy.
I'm always happy.
Why does every pro player run the Blue Genie, though? Why do they run the Blue Genie skin?
Duh, because it's the best one.
I guess.
What else would you run?
I like the Doom Thrall. The one that like looks all scary and stuff.
That one looks scary.
Looks a little intimidating.
The blue one is the best one by far.
Look at that Thrall, I just want to make a wish, you know? I'm just like, Thrall, can I win in Hero League today? Please grant me a wish.
No, like, don't get crazy here. Okay? Not even a genie. Not even a genie can pull that off.
Oh, okay. Into the draft here. Team Liquid's got what they liked. Garrosh, Maiev, Hanzo.
How do you like the Nonara as a last pick for Diamond?
I mean, there's always a talk about it being good against Uther. You can poke down the Garrosh a little bit.
But you're up against Thrall with poke and against Maiev?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. The Maiev being able to find that angle and get the pick. Kind of scary, man. Let's go ahead and hop into it here as game number 2 is ready on Battlefield of Eternity. Can Diamond Skin get a win in similar fashion to what they did against Dignitas today against Team Liquid?
We're going to find out how much Diamond Skin can pull off here, but first we are focusing on Team Liquid. Eternal, the man with a plan on Thrall, Green Jesus, Splendor on Uther. We have Sport Billy on Garrosh, Hanzo, played by Hazorbs, and Maiev, again played by Norok.
On the right side in the red, Diamond Skin. Wolfjo playing Malfurion, Rosmeg back on the Genji, Nande to play Sonya, Darkmark on Lunara, and Robodoba on ETC. Watch for him to set those power slides in the Immortal Stun. Had the ETC yesterday.
Yeah.
Played pretty well.
I mean, it's the second go-to hero after Garrosh, I'd say. So, last game was actually played really well by Diamond Skin. Question still remains. Can they take Liquid down on their strongest map? Battlefield of Eternity. 4 wins and 4 losses for Diamond Skin so far with their track record. That is pretty positive. And now they have to pull it off. And they won against strong teams here. They won against Dignitas. Were able to take also map of Fnatic last time. So curious to see how much of an impact Diamond Skin is going to have on this map. Or if Team Liquid is just saying like, no, we are shutting this down early. We're going to get the 2-0 lead. Already going for Bambi. And that is, yep, that's food on the table for tonight.
Darkmark, man. Gonna change his name to Dark Yuck, because that was unfortunate getting picked up. Ugh, that hurt there.
Yeah, that definitely hurt. I mean, there is no chance. If you don't have lead yet and you get flipped in that moment, there is absolutely no way you get out of that spot. So, yeah, good kill.
Also want to point out, Team Liquid has done their research, keeping an eye on Rosmeg. Genji players in this battleground will try to sneak over and take out your well if you put all 4 in the bottom lane to start that 4-on-4. We had Garrosh and Uther set up for that to happen, and they were able to prevent him from doing so. And speaking of shutting down Rosmeg, without even a chance, Sport Billy tosses him into a wall, and he's deleted.
I mean, we're talking a lot about Robodoba and Garrosh, but we can't forget that Sport Billy is another one of these Garrosh players that is just absolutely insane. The series against Dignitas comes to mind when on the Spider Queen alone, he just completely ruined Dignitas' day. So he's strong on that front liner as well. And I feel now that we have Eternal shot calling, it's just also pretty easy for him to focus on his own position way more. It's still impressive to me that they have Eternal shot calling, the offlaner. It's so difficult at the offlaner to just not only focus on your lane, but also keep tabs on what's happening in the 4-man. And it's very impressive that he is having such a huge impact. So big shout out to Eternal, really coming through for his team here. And they are doing extremely well with him in that shot caller position.
Well, speaking of coming through, Team Liquid right now has gotten level 4 thanks to the couple of kills they've picked up. And they've also got a turret taken down, completely dominating this bottom lane. Nande eventually peels off and heads over to the mercenary camp, and he should be able to start clearing that up. But Thernal scouting out has a Maiev on the way to try and contest.
And Eternal not only with the best skin, but also with the best mount, riding the money pick here, and that scares Nanda already as he's looking at it. It's fierce, it's really brutal, and here comes immediately the reinforcements as they're going in. Splendor is also there, Wolfjo is coming in. This is an all-out brawl with Robodoba now on the way. Nanda is nearly down though, and they're trying to take him down, but here comes Robodoba, and he's going for it, but ETC gets locked down with a good stun from Uther. Splendor with the play, and there's the kill. Down goes ETC, and here's the double as Malfurion gets picked off.
Eternal landing the wolf there and finding that last pickup, and we're going to have Team Liquid now in a spot with the Merc Camp, a couple of kills, and an Immortal to clear up.
Yeah, I can absolutely understand what happened here for Diamond Skin. If you see that money pick riding towards you, it's very intimidating. And it's one of those things where you immediately just want to bail out and escape. And they try to do it, but a little bit too fast. And good stun here also coming in from Uther.
Money pig too quick.
Oh yeah.
Diamond Skin getting beat up in both the game and also in the Immortal phase. As Team Liquid with that level 4 picking up and also having those kills beforehand were able to take a substantial lead. Diamond Skin in a position where they may have to play defensively, but with Sport Billy already looking for a pick. I have to be careful.
So far, a good start here for Team Liquid for sure. And they still have, of course, Hazorbs with his Hanzo. He's currently trying to get his place through. Nanda anchoring at the side. And oh my god, into the stun. Nice job. Whoa, poor Eternal. He got shredded there. A nice power slide, the push into the stun circle, and then the Malfurion route to follow it up. There's no kill like overkill That's exactly what we just saw from Diamond Skin. That looked good and that hurt.
And Robodoba also in position to stop these scatter arrows from coming in. He's blocked 2 now already. He walked in on this bottom left side, making sure that they can't bank the shot. The third one comes out, and only one connects there with the Immortal. Team Liquid going to have to make a play soon, though, because Nande is taking his time and working on the Immortal on the right side. Rosmek going in just to buy a little bit more aggression, but here comes Eternal. Team Liquid will have that 5-on-4.
Nurok is looking for an opening, doesn't find it yet, but again, Hanzo with a poke, and Nande is forced to reply. They go for ETC, and he goes down. The cow is dead. As we have Sport Billy trying to rush away here as well. Eternal might even fall because so far Darkmok has started to get some good damage in with this Lunara and the damage over time, but Splendor is there to the rescue, but it opens up a time window for Diamond Skin to actually turn this around here.
Diamond Skin has really been able to put themselves in a solid situation considering what was happening in the early game.
Yeah,
Haselov's going in here, going to race down the Immortal, dropping down a scatter arrow before he might fall. Nurok doing a little bit of harassment too. Sport Billy also poking at the same time. Diamond Skin puts all hands on deck though to come over and try and get a kill. Nurok's able to get over the wall.
Way. That was a really good stun by Splendor. That was very heads-up play from his part, because if he doesn't land that stun, Rosmek gets the kill, and then all of a sudden he has the reset on a Swift Strike. That is probably a double kill right there.
Throne's going to come in here and try and go for the race to Diamond Skin.
They win it.
With their defense is able to win it, but they might lose a Robodoba as he gets picked up. Team Liquid comes in and finds a kill and also hits level 7.
Yeah, I mean, let's just face it. When we're looking at the kills, and it's a very one-sided affair that we're seeing here. Team Liquid is 6 kills against 1, but Diamond Skin is able to pick that first Immortal, so that was already pretty impressive. Question just remains, how much are they actually going to get out of it?
Well, doesn't seem like too much. Between Nurok and Haseloff, just be able to clear this up pretty quickly. Might be a gate, maybe a turret as well. Diamond Skin going to help out with some poking here. Try and get that Lunara value in as they split off some damage. Try and stress out that Uther. Finally gets cleaned up.
You get the wall, and that's it. And here's the attempt to engage. Not quite happening here. Spot Billy, all right, on the way back. Rosmek dodging him for now. Top lane still. Sonya versus Thrall. But it's about camps again, and this time Diamond Skin is aiming for it a bit quicker. But Sport Billy is already ready on the invade. They have him moving forward. He tries to go for ETC, doesn't quite get it. But the camp isn't taken yet.
Such a volatile matchup between Lunara and Garrosh, it looks like. Lunara's trying to get those slows consistently to make sure Garrosh doesn't get that pick, but
Thrall is moving down. Thrall is
he?
actually leaving the top camp. He's going down because they're trying to make sure that they get the camp here. And I think he was hoping for a fight to start. But heads-up play by Darkmok. His Wiz scouted it out. So now Thrall is on his way back top. So that rotation didn't do anything for Team Liquid. But the thought process was actually pretty cool. Without the vision that Diamond Skin had there, that could have worked.
Lunara, a poor man's Hanzo. Decent pick. Decent ability to go ahead and check out the zones with Wisp. Nice shot by her, being able to count on the Turtle coming in. Garrosh from Domino has to be popped up here as Rosmek goes in and gets harassment on 2 targets. Also, the little kite back. We're starting to get to a spot where Lunara is starting to become a bit of a nuisance here.
Yeah, Lunara is definitely a bit of a pain, playing, of course, against Uther here and trying to exploit that. His healing is way more burst-oriented, doesn't deal as well with the spread-out damage over time that we see coming in from Lunara, which is one of the reasons why we oftentimes see her picked. And after the early picks against Bambi, we actually see her doing a little bit better now. So question will just be, can Liquid get that drop on her after level 10? Warden's Cage, of course, super important. We could even see Thrall heading into Sundering this time over an Earthquake, trying to get those flanks set up.
Flanks will be important. You always need those against a Lunara player. Her being able to jump around and see 5 in front of her allows her to kind of choose when she wants to fight. That movement speed, very important.
Yeah, and it's party time right now. I mean, this is now the moment when Liquid is going to hit 10, so Diamond Skin should actually retreat a little bit and not allow them to go in too deep here. And especially with Hanzo now coming into play, he should chunk that down quite heavily.
Alrighty, starting some damage. Sport Billy goes forward right when 10 hits. Nurok was able to took that to the bottom lane, and they're going to clean this up quick. Well, Diamond's going to be able to get 10 themselves. It seems like it as they're dealing with this bottom lane. Just need one more wave.
And now as we see, exactly what we talked about, Thrall is holding his ult, so he could go Earthquake. But Sundering is another great tool, especially if they can get the drop on Bambi. Very likely that we're also going to see Leap now taken, especially if Earthquake is being used. Then Leap is probably going to be the pick. If not, then Thornwood Vines becomes a bit more attractive, since it has that range poke that you can really use. And talking range poke, Hanzo delivering.
Sundering also helpful against that Mosh Wisp, picked up by Diamond Scan if they need that quick interruption, especially when they get into Warden's Cave and trying to set up a lot of fights.
There's the Thornwood Vines, by the way. Taken already. Darkmok not waken. And yeah, that makes it dangerous also for Darkmok. If his positioning is not on point, then he is going to fall. Sundering picked up by Thrall. Okay, poke is still happening. Sonya is on the point trying to get some counter damage going, but so far the fight is going well in favor of Team Liquid.
Sport Billy done a really good job of anchoring on this bottom left, making sure that Sonya, if she does come in, they spot her in time. Also keep Genji away as the poke continues from Team Liquid, as you were mentioning. Sonya continuing to chunk, and Team Liquid at some point is going to have to make a call. Eternal comes down, and he gets tossed to the left here as Eternal is staying alive thanks to Sport Billy. Robodoba gets hit with a tether, but he is full and healthy. That's the thing is, I'm looking at Diamond Skin, and their health bars are full.
Yeah, exactly. Billy with a really heads-up play. I'm really liking what we're seeing from him here. That could have been a kill against Thrall, but that didn't happen. And Diamond Skin is actually now in a position where they can win that Immortal again. It's kind of crazy if you think how far ahead Liquid was. The spread damage that they have, keeping Sonya in that position, they're gonna get this. With the oh no, Lunara! There's the stun, the challenge, the taunt, and down she goes. That was the one move they needed, and they get it. Billy makes it happen. The Immortal still claimed by Diamond Skin, but this could easily end up with a second kill against DS. Yep, down she goes. That's Sonya. Can they get more?
Looking for a little bit more poke. Eternal goes in. He's going to have a wolf up soon. Will he land it? Doesn't even need to.
Oh
Chain lightning comes in. But the thing is Diamond Skin, for the second time this game, gets another Immortal. 9-1 in kills. But Diamond Skin hanging in there and win the Immortal race against a Hanzo comp.
They do, and a lot of this is also because of Nara, but still, that flip, Billy right there wins the fight for them. That flip, him moving in, everything that happens from there on out, just perfect play by Billy here with an engage. That was what they needed, and that's the problem when you don't have the leap on Lunara. But of course, on the trade side, Lunara delivered so much damage during that fight, and with leap, she wouldn't have been able to do that. Thornwood Mines made that happen.
I mean, speaking of damage, looking at it, she's about 18k, Genji with 22k, so definitely putting some pressure on that Uther. But the fort gets opened up by Team Liquid. They clear up the Mortal and they push into the bottom, and they have a decent experience lead. They had 13, they'll have a town advantage over their opponent as well. Eternal getting tossed in, goes for the Wolf, missing out, but the Sun Ring is here. Here's the tether, and Rosmeg jumps in the air, floats a little bit, but eventually hits the ground, and now he's dead.
I like the way that Liquid is really so decisive in the way they're using their ults right now, and that's just the cooldowns in general. 10 versus 1 kill. It still feels that at some point these sustained battles that we have in the middle could be won by Diamond Skin if they can just extend them a bit longer or find one kill, one opening. But so far, the fights have definitely been going in Team Liquid's favor. The objective, on the other hand, that's really where Diamond Skin excels, but once again, the play at the bot lane, Eternal goes down, but so does Robodoba. ETC has fallen once again, a 1-for-1 trade. In this situation, that's a favorable situation for Diamond Skin, simply because they pick up the extra underdog bonus experience.
Yeah, the experience very important as they head towards level 13 with that Immortal coming up pretty soon. And with that kill, they have a top lane about half a wave. Can they get 13 in time? I think they may have to give up the first halftime show, or at least play defense for a little bit when ETC spawns up. But now they're on course to be able to fight for this third Immortal. And so far, Diamond Skin has gotten 2 of them. Can they get a third?
I'm just worried what happens when they lose the Immortal. Because the fights are already going in Liquid's favor. If they have the push going with the Immortal, that would be very, very scary. But these long trade-off fights have been looking good for Diamond Skin. In the end, Liquid won them. But it just always feels that if Lunara has the chance to poke a little bit more, that's all that they need. And talking about Lunara, Sundering, stun, and goodbye Bambi. Going straight in and taking her down. Great kill again, isolated completely, driving a wedge between the team and Lunara, and that's the kill that they wanted. And now they're even trying to go for Sonya here. There's no real follow-up, or is there? Splendor walks in and he has the stun ready.
Can he hit it though? Looking for it. Divine Shield comes out just to make sure that Genji doesn't get killed. Nande trying to make his way here at the top left, goes straight to a minion wave, but a tether comes out to lock him. Nande taking some damage and eventually gets cleaned up. ETC in the middle lane here too, as Eternal's trying to look for him. Does he have the wolf? Can he move in for it? Ooh, he barely misses it.
Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate here. But Hanzo is doing his thing. Top lane, on the other hand, is pushing heavily against Liquid. They were thinking about moving Maiev top, but then realized that the fort would fall anyway, so they're sacrificing it. They're just trying to get the objective instead. Lunara came back, Sonya soon on the way, and this is a moment where Liquid is just saying, boys, let's just burn that thing down. We need to finally win an Immortal here so that we can start snowballing a bit.
Sport Billy forcing a fight here, going straight through the roots. Rosmegs moves in and looks for a little bit of damage. Nurok controlling where he can, and they're going to go ahead and kite on back. Now with all 5 back up, Diamond Skin's making a stand. They step up and they start poking this Immortal.
Yeah, and they have their 13 talents, of course. Hanzo is now defending the top lane, which he has to. We have everybody else moving back to the fountain, tapping off real quickly. And we need Hanzo back in that fight. That's something that Liquid needs now. Diamond Skin is starting to poke, and they are starting to hurt that Immortal. Can they win it again for the 3rd time in a row after being behind?
Darkmark is just moving a lot here. He does not want to get picked again. There's always a threat that Dragon's Arrow coming in too. Playing pretty scared and dropping that Wisp also, making sure to have that vision so he doesn't get caught out. Team Liquid with 5, finally tapping off. We're going to come over here and start poking again.
Yeah, Liquid is moving forward, and Hazops is trying to see if he cannot land a few of those scatter arrows here. Try and burn that Immortal down. It's getting good damage in there, 9,000 damage ahead, more than that even. Good vision through Hazops, of course, as well. Hanzo in those situations is absolutely invaluable. Once again, another good shot hitting, but Nande is shocking around, and Hazops, he doesn't want to eat that spear.
Yeah, Nande coming in there, terrifying Hanzo. Immediately jumps out, good play by him. Also level 13 will be able to kick in for him soon. Nande gets tossed and Sportbilly's backing up as the poison continues. Robodobo goes for a power slide but misses it. Eternal takes a chance, drops a wolf. Dragon's Arrow coming too, and the top right hits Nande and Darkmok, but Diamond Skin is actually getting that poison spread and it's starting to hurt. Yeah, Darkmok with the Thornwood Vines just poking, and he's getting that. Sportbilly has a rough time walking forward and trying to get that stun and that flip. He's going straight onto the mount now, trying to see if that maybe helps, but they still can't really land that. Bottom lane is pushing, but there's no camp with it, so the double wave that Liquid is building up there might nibble at those towers a bit, but not really getting the key pressure going. Liquid, on the other hand, is only half a level away from 16. That's, even if they lose the Immortal here, that would already be a problem. But if they win it and push with the talent advantage, that would be the death of Diamond Skin, potentially. Team Liquid gets 16, though. Hanzo was able to soak up in the top lane, and a little bit more experience. There it is. 16 connects. And now with that Benediction online, that Uther threat, it's been so scary already, becomes even more terrifying. That double stun becoming available. Yeah, now we're talking. Double stun with the Benediction is definitely there. The piercing arrows, of course, as well on Hanzo. And they are moving forward with the 16. They know about the advantage, of course. They're trying to use it. Roskmek has to be so careful with these engages. He's still away from Uther, but once those stuns start hitting him, he's in trouble. And keep Sundering in mind as well. Billy trying to hold the bush. Dane goes in for a spear, being able to toss back, trying to burn out that Wrath while Hasselhoff drops down a couple scatter arrows, getting that Immortal low. Neurok up to Warden's Cage, tries to get it engaged. Going to be a Hanzo arrow coming in, and Wolfjo to the back left is low, but still alive. Eternal moves up, and while Team Liquid doesn't get a kill, they create space and get the Immortal. And Wolfjo nearly fell there. He barely survived, and so did Sonya. So that was actually a very dire situation for Diamond Skin, and I mean, thankfully for them, they were able to move away from it, but now they have to face the music, and that's not going to be easy. 16 is in the hands of Liquid, and they have a pretty healthy Immortal moving through as well, roughly 60% of a shield remaining, and they are diving behind that fort. They are already there, and they're going again for Lunara, and she is down. Darkmok having a rough time. That one, it can make sense. You're trying to rotate in, you'd have to whiff down first. Sportbilly finding that kill. But Team Liquid with that takedown get this fort for free, and there's still shields left on this Immortal too. They can get this keep wall and maybe play for a keep. Yeah, I mean, if you're a poor deer in the woods, I can absolutely understand that you are afraid of the orcs. I mean, you are definitely on their nutrition list. Have you seen the Warcraft movie when he throws the deer? Yeah. That's what's going down here. That's pretty much what's happening. I mean, Thrall and Garrosh, both of them with that big overbite, they not only need to see a dentist, but they also have currently the teeth set up to rip Bambi apart, and that's what they're doing the entire time. Talking about ripping things apart, the fort is gone. They keep balls half level away. Eternal keeps the flank alive. Nanda was trying to move in, but we have also Hanzo delivering with the vision, and this, again, could be the end of the game. If Liquid finds the kill here, and they could, then this is it. Team Liquid putting Diamond Skin on a timer, and they're trying to buy this time to drop another poison. Poison comes out into an arrow, and that's going to be ETC. Frostneck pops Dragon Blade, looks over to Garrosh, the Divine Shield comes out. Warden's Cage hitting 2. Nande and Wolfjo escapes to the left, but Nande gets pulled back in. And here we go. Team Liquid is going for the core. They take Sonya down. Great play again by Garrosh. The Warlords challenge the taunt straight into the Hanzo arrow. There's the triple kill as Liquid picks up game number 2. 2-0 lead for them against Diamond Skin. Team Liquid showing up, mentioning in the interviews, we think that we have Diamond Skin figured out, and so far it looks like it. Even the Samuro pick, not surprising them too much, being able to control them just enough. And Sportbilly, again, on the Garrosh, fighting Darkmok multiple times, which is a difficult task. Remember, that movement speed makes it hard to land that Groundbreaker. Yeah, and Garrosh just absolutely